Disney drops arbitration demand and wrongful death lawsuit. Not because they're good people, but because people were talking about them. Disney? It's don't do me any favors. Either be a decent human being or don't. Human-like entity, I guess. For Law and Crime, Disney has dropped its attempt to force arbitration in the wrongful death lawsuit filed by the estate of Dr. Kanokporn Tangsuan. Died in October 2023 after suffering an allergic reaction from a meal at Raglan Road Irish Pub and Restaurant at Disney Springs, Florida. Also filed by the widower, Jeffrey Piccolo, in February, claims the meal contained nuts and dairy, well-known allergens that she was severely allergic to. They checked, they did their due diligence. To recap, Disney argued in May that the lawsuit should go through mandatory binding third-party arbitration to be resolved and could not be dispensed with in a court of law. Their reasoning: Piccolo had signed up for a Disney Plus free trial in 2019, purchased park tickets using that account for dining at Raglan Road. Aha! Company's filing stated that because Piccolo agreed to the subscriber agreement and terms of use, he could not have completed these actions without agreeing to those terms and conditions. Isn't that sneaky? Dirty is another word for it. So now, the company is shifting gears on their legal steamboat. Disney Theme Park Division Chair Josh D'Amaro said in a statement released Monday night, quote, "At Disney, we strive to put humanity above all other considerations." Now, I told you what's in the subscriber agreement. I don't know why you put that in there. Why would you put that in there? The man just wanted to watch Disney Plus and all that little print, and then his wife died. And you're pretty much conceding what happened here, and you still hit him with the, yep, sorry, binding arbitration. And then you're going to put out this statement? At Disney, we strive to put humanity above all other considerations with such unique circumstances as the ones in this case. You made it unique, by the way. People have nut allergies, okay? They sometimes die. But because of your hollow hearts, you made it unique, Disney. We believe this situation warrants a sensitive approach to expedite a resolution for the family who have experienced such a painful loss. Expedited? They had to is he for real? Do I have to read the rest of this? This is unhinged. In my other voice now. Sensitive approach to expedite a resolution for the family who have experienced such a painful loss. As such, we've decided to waive our right to arbitration and have the matter proceed in court. We're not sure you actually had that right, by the way, Disney. This is this. Minnie, Mickey, are you proud to be part of this? Are you proud to be there? They don't want to be any part of this. I assure you that. This is just disgusting.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
All right, let's give you more. The arts and leisure juggernaut was raked through the coals in an early August filing by the plaintiff, which urged a judge to reject what they termed as an incredible argument. The estate said Disney's original position meant anyone who signs up for Disney Plus's free trial will have forever waived the right to a jury trial enjoyed by them and any future estate to which they are associated. It doesn't make sense. And believe it or not, the law is supposed to sometimes make sense, okay? That's where the term, maybe common sense. And maybe that's just my thought. As can be seen from the prior sentence, the argument borders on the surreal. Plaintiffs argued in a 123-page filing August 2nd. Now, with the demand for arbitration gone by the wayside, the parties will be left to discuss the facts of the case and the law, as it should be. In an email to Law and Crime, attorney Brian R. Denny, representing Piccolo and the estate, noted that while Disney withdrew its motion to compel arbitration, the arbitration clause still exists on Disney's platforms, potentially putting others at risk of similar legal challenges. He emphasized the importance of protecting the right to a jury trial as outlined in the 7th Amendment. Then he criticized corporations like Disney for trying to avoid jury trials, stating his client will continue seeking justice for his wife at the trial court level. Piccolo also hopes the case raises awareness of food allergies and prompts positive changes in corporate food preparation policies. As previously reported, Piccolo, his mother, and Tangsuan dined at Raglan Road Irish Pub October 5th, 2023. They chose the restaurant because Disney and its staff assured them Raglan Road had proper safeguards to protect patrons from food allergies. That's according to the lawsuit. Lawsuit also stated Raglan Road advertisers food allergy accommodations as a top priority, allowing guests to consult with a chef or trained staff. The plaintiff relied on these claims when choosing Raglan Road for dinner, but Tangsuan died from an allergic reaction later that same night. The medical examiner determined in the autopsy report she accidentally died as a result of anaphylaxis shock. The doctor said very high levels of nut and dairy allergens in her system when she died. Now, in its filing, Disney had largely, eschewed addressing the merits of the allegations and very briefly attempted to rubbish the case on its own terms. Let's get to their motion. We're going to tell it all. The motion to compel arbitration, Disney says the lawsuit alleges an agency relationship between landlord and tenant. It argues the only facts supporting this theory are representations about Raglan Road's allergen-free food on the Walt Disney World website, while noting that Piccolo alleges that he relied on the website in choosing to dine at Raglan Road. This is a lot of gobbledygook legal nonsense. And I don't know what third-rate lawyer Disney, who has one of the most iconic brands ever, why would they want to give all that up for this? You know you're wrong, only to have one of your executives put out a goofball statement and reverse course here. I don't understand this. I don't understand this at all. And maybe you can make it make sense. If you have an iconic family brand, should you not be family oriented? I don't understand. Make it make sense.
Oh no, Sharon Reed, you're not going to get me to talk about that about Disney. Okay, I signed up for Disney Plus too. I'm not going to let them sue me. I'm not allowed to say Disney is a shadow government and that this kind of stuff happens at Disney all the time and that Disney hates bad publicity because that's all they care about and not about families. I will never say things like this. Disney Plus, I watch Disney Plus. I'm just letting you know that I am a fan of Disney. I will never talk bad about Disney and how it gives so much money to all the senators and congressmen and basically writes the trademark laws in this country, and that the concept of arbitration came from them in order to make sure that these kind of lawsuits don't happen, even though they're clearly complicit and guilty at fault. I will never say that about Disney, Sharon Reed. Don't get me guilty. And by the way, Dr. Tangsuan, who died, was an osteopathic medicine doctor, which means that was a whole body healing doctor, and was adamant about having nuts and dairy allergies at that table at Raglan Road. Had brought it up, according to witnesses, approximately 8 times, if not more. So the idea that Jeffrey Piccolo, her husband, is suing, by the way, for the sum of $50,000. I think a lot of people are forgetting that. It starts at that 50,000 mark and then the plus, but that 50,000, that's what he's suing for. Disney's giving this much pushback and resistance should let you know about Disney, even though I would never say any of these things about Disney. I just want to make sure.
Come for you.
Oh, Disney?
I don't like DeSantis, the governor of Florida, for obvious reasons. But this whole thing that was like good versus evil, Disney versus the state of Florida. This is not the first time they're all the way wrong. The lack of humanity is disgusting here. She's gone. She should be here. Her mother-in-law had to watch it, and oh yeah, her husband had to watch it too. And a grieving man, they loved each other. They had a lot of living to do. And you couldn't even you added to the grief And we're supposed to, iconic brand. If I'm Disney or what's left of, whoever owns it, it's a public thing. If I'm them, anybody associated with this has to go. How much greed do you have?
But it's
to
them.
About?
They're the ones that are associated with it. That's the problem. And also with us, everyone read the fine print. Yeah. Read the fine print. Till death do us part. And Disney was like, all right, bet, hold my beer.